Thank you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael. I'm a German writer, editor, and hobby DJ reacting uncut to new music videos or bands and songs that are new to me at least. Of course, Metallica is not new to me, but it's my first Metallica reaction video on this channel. Well, we've already heard 2 times Enter Sandman, but the interpretation of the warning, so that doesn't count. Metallica has been a huge influence in my 90s, early 2000s, when I discovered rock and metal music for me, especially the first symphonic orchestra album and everything they did around this time. I have to say that I kind of lost track on Metallica. Not completely, because my brother is a huge fan and he listens to all the songs from Death Magnetic and Hardwired, the last 2 recent albums from Metallica, I believe. And I also listened to some tracks, of course, of the Blacklist from last year. But yeah, the last studio album is already a few years ago. I haven't been into Metallica for longer than 10 years, 15 years probably. Don't hate me, don't judge me. Metallica was my step into metal, and it kind of happened that I got more into the new metal section. I went to 100 different genres, but I went to bands like Linkin Park, to Muse, to Limp Bizkit, thanks to my brother, also a little bit to Korn, Slipknot. But yeah, Metallica, I lost somehow my connection to. Not because I don't like them, I still like everything they do. I still think this is one of the greatest bands on earth. They deserve everything. We literally went to the cinema to see the 2nd Symphonic Orchestra, the S&M2, in an IMAX cinema, which was super cool. And I'm really, really happy that these guys still do music, and happy to be able to react to them now. Without any further talk, this song is called Lux Æterna, if I pronounce it correctly. I have no idea what it is about. I just know that the upcoming album is called 72 Seasons, and that's basically everything I know. I have no idea what to expect. Well, it will probably not be reggaeton. But you know, Metallica had these different... They were always not experimental, but let's see, they were brave enough to change their sound sometimes. People did like it, people did not like it. I don't know, man. Everything is a matter of taste. Music is a matter of taste. For example, I enjoyed the Saint Anger album. But please don't click away. We haven't started yet. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. Sometimes it's just a matter of taste, man. And that said, let's just start. I don't know if this will be super fast, if this will be like a big ball metal riff song, or maybe more something like The Unforgiven or Nothing Else Matters. I'm curious. I'm super curious about the song, and it has already 5 million views in 2 days. So Metallica is still a trend. Metallica is still a thing these days, and they deserve that. Let's go. Metallica, Lux Æterna official music video. Let's go. It sounds to me a little bit old school. Sorry for pausing, because actually this is one of those songs that have these energy. They have this energy, which probably gets transported best when you don't pause it. But it's a reaction video, so let me get my first thoughts are. First of all, right now I see it's not longer than 3 minutes 30. I like that, especially for my reaction videos, of course, but I like Metallica when they go wild. This one is a banger live. I can already predict that. I already know. Metallica just published and confirmed um, 4 concerts. So 2 times in Hamburg, 2 times in Hamburg, 2 times in Munich, I believe it was, or Berlin, I don't know. And the concept, I think, is that if you buy 2 tickets for Hamburg, for example, it makes sense because the playlists, the set list will be completely different. It's kind of a new concept that they have. And if they implement this one, it will be a live banger. You cannot hold your butt still, I think. At least I cannot. I like the visuals as well. We had the reaction video to Conquer Divide, I believe it was, and some others. Smashing into Pieces, I think it was also. Like, whenever I see LED lights, laser, and then especially in blue, colored in blue, you already get my attention. I don't know why this triggers me all the time. I think the visuals here look super cool. And yeah, let's continue. Let's continue. Just some seconds back. Actually, sometimes the video looks like the Windows Media Player screensaver, but on steroids. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, well, I already mentioned I like him. James Hetfield, I don't know how old he is. Props to you, man. And no offense, but he is probably older than he sounds because his voice. I remember some older stuff from Metallica from the early 90s. Is it just me, or does he still sound the same? Or again, like this? I also like. I was in the second part. I was a bit distracted because I was trying to listen to the lyrics a bit because I was confused about the title. Of course, Lux Æterna is a term that often happens to appear in movies or songs, kind of Catholic background, mostly in honor of dead people or in honor of people you lost. Together with the lyrics that I caught so far, at least, and together with the visuals, and that's where the circle closes, I figured out that in the beginning, the band, you never, first of all, when I saw Kirk Hammett doing his guitar solo, I figured out that you never see really the faces of them. You see the silhouettes, some light shining, shadows, or too bright light flashing on them. So you could never really see the emotions of Metallica. And they were all in this band performance clips. You could see they were kind of in a cage, only shown by the blue lights, by the blue flashing lights. But anyway, they were like caged in blue light. And given the fact that we had more than 2.5 years of a pandemic, of a global pandemic so far, my first interpretation is that the song is about freeing yourself from the past, from things that hold you down in the past. But if you get closer to Lux Æterna, honoring the dead, I don't think it's a personal song. Not from, for example, for James Hetfield's mother or Kirk Hammett's father or something like this. Not individually personal. I think it's a little bit the Metallica version of Adieu, like of the song that Rammstein just published, without the well, that's a bit far maybe, but what I want to say is it's about a band that breaks free. Like, let's take, for example, the pandemic, okay? So you see, they want to play live, they want to publish new stuff, but you're caged because of the pandemic, maybe also caged by other stuff. I'm just guessing because that the pandemic kind of influenced the lyrics and the album production, probably. Would be strange if not. Of course, we've heard this 100 times now. Artist XYZ influenced by the pandemic, but of course we all have been influenced by the pandemic. That's just my first guess. Maybe I'm a completely wrong road. But what I figured out is that from the blue light, they changed into the red light. At least for some seconds. Yeah, here you see the red light. I will go back to the red light. I don't know if it was just a cool effect for the guitar solo or for the middle part, but maybe this kind of shows how they break free from this, because they were saying, James was singing something like, don't get me wrong, I heard it for the first time, but it was something like, now it's the time to be free again, or something like this. In other words, probably. Well, maybe I'm just talking bullshit and I should listen to the rest of the song. Sorry for talking. Let's continue. And then maybe I can say if I'm on the right path or not. And this is what I meant with the Windows Media Player screensaver on steroids. That's so cool. That was a dope video. Yeah, the last part didn't change my mind, to be honest. I still think it goes into this direction, or at least the pandemic influenced the thoughts on these lyrics that you. It could also be just the band's history, by the way, because I already mentioned James Hetfield and his guys. They also get older, and you have to be realistic. Maybe it's like the introduction of the last path of this band or whatever. You don't know. I'm just saying it's a cool way to symbolize it. I saw yellow light in the end, talking about the blue to the red to the yellow. They switched back, so I'm not completely sure if this was an artificial visual, sorry, artificial, if it was a visual storytelling or if it was just a cool effect for posing with our guitars and everything. Nevertheless, I think I figured out that in the yellow light in the end was the only time where you could literally see James' face completely. But that's just my interpretation. So far, I really like the song. I like that it's short and wild. Um, don't remember last time I've listened to the fast songs of Metallica, so I'm pretty sure they have something similar on the last two albums. But from the songs that I liked in the past, they were a little bit slower, not slower, but um, not that airborne like wild. Um, And I really enjoyed this one, I have to say. I will definitely listen to it more often. I would love to see them live, of course. Seen them live already. So it would not be a first for me. But anyway, seeing one of the greatest bands alive live is always an experience. And I hope that Germany will have them more times than only next year. Guys, thank you for watching. If you like my stuff, feel free to like and subscribe, give some love to the notification button. And if you have any other music videos or bands that you want me to get into, that you want me to react to, put them in the comment section, as well as feedback and any recommendation. Everything is appreciated. So far, thank you very much for listening. Metallica, thank you guys for music. And to everyone out of you, always remember that music is beautiful. So are you. Have a good day. Thank you next time. See you next time. Bye bye.